This video is about the issues that Vinnie, my 12-year-old rescue dog, had with my dad Peter when he first came to live with us. We are Vinnie's fourth home in the last 2 years, and one of his problems is aggression. I live with my parents, and although he gets on well with other family members, he had a problem with my dad on first sight.
I need to use 10 minutes. Are you okay with that?
Sorry?
I need to use
Yeah, that's fine. Here you can see him barking away at my poor dad. Don't be fooled by the waggling tail. He means business when he barks, and he will take a snap given the chance. The tactic that I found worked best was to get my dad to take over all feeding and walks. I took away all access to food that didn't come from my dad, and my dad kindly volunteered to hand feed him and also to take him for a walk every day, which seemed to be a good bonding experience for Vinnie. Because Vinnie became very attached to me very quickly, I drew back a little and wouldn't let him sit on my lap for long periods of time, as I felt that spending too much time solely with me was preventing him from bonding with the other people in the house. My dad would arm himself with food, and immediately that he would open the door to an area that Vinnie was in, he would bend down and offer the food. This was to try and avoid Vinnie starting his barking cycle. If Vinnie did bark, then the food would be removed and he would be ignored. This is much easier to do with a small dog, and depending on the size of your dog and their level of aggression, you will have to use your judgment on if it is safe to do this. I soon noticed that although the aggression was improving, he would still react to my dad in certain areas of the house, but never in the kitchen. This was obviously because he was often fed in there and associated my dad entering the kitchen with treats. He started to be aggressive again with my dad when he would stand in the living room door. Then he started barking at everyone that would stand in the door. It was easily fixed by all meals being hand-fed at the door. As soon as anyone would appear at the door, they would present him with a treat, and it became less and less worrying to him, as he knew that every time he spotted someone in the doorway, they would be bringing him a treat. Also, clipping the leash to his harness in the doorway made him associate it with going on a walk. My dad continued to be the only person to feed him for between 2 and 3 weeks, and then we relaxed the rules and other members of the family started to feed him, and this allowed me to begin training him some of his basics. However, my dad would still do some of the feeding and walks, which helped to keep the bond. It has worked very well, and Vinnie will even sit on my dad's lap now. Thanks for watching.